What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of This Week in Sports. I'm your host, Romeo Sharpe. I just feel good today. I got a fresh new haircut. I got a new look. I'm feeling so amazing. And I hope you guys are feeling the same way too, actually. But before, we get into all the sports and stuff like that, I want to take this opportunity to kind of introduce myself a little bit more and give you guys a little bit more about myself. And take the opportunity to tell me about yourselves as well. As you can't tell already, I really enjoy sports. I grew up in a sports household. My father was a Bears fan because they're from Chicago and all that. My favorite player was Peyton Manning. If you can't tell, I was mainly focused on football. I tailored more towards football. But I also really enjoyed just every other sport as well. My dad signed me up for t-ball as a kid. Signed me up for the local basketball team down in Indiana as well. I wasn't really good, but that's a different story. Getting later on into my life, I didn't actually start playing football until my 8th grade year. Actually, I played for this team called the El Cajon Falcons. And let me just say, it was abysmal of a season for sure. We only won one game, I believe. I played almost every position you can think of. What was it? I played. I mean, you guys. I played lineman, y'all. I don't have the physicality of an offensive lineman or a defensive.
Lineman?
Yeah, I played lineman. And I think what it was, because I think when you're playing like before high school, there's actually like there's a rule where you have to play a certain amount of plays. So there was kind of like a damn, here, take some play time, Romeo. That's kind of what it was. So they
You
just
were like 5'1".
I was definitely, I think I was under 5 foot my 8th grade year. I was like 4'11". In high school, I tried out for the freshman team. I made it for football. I was riding the bench, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't get no type of playing time. I was playing behind some pretty good athletes back then, actually. And then also I tried out my sophomore year. I played the JV year. I played receiver and corner as well that year. And then I took a couple years off. I just felt like I didn't have my love for the game, at least in a physical sense, was just not there. I didn't think I had the physicality to compete with some of the guys that we had back in high school. Some of these guys were 5-star athletes and had some D1 offers, and I was just a scrawny little 5 foot 16-year-old kid. But then I had an opportunity, actually. It was at the summer right before my senior year. I was hanging out with some family friends and stuff like that, and we're playing football in the sand. And one of the family friends, he was actually a coach down in Tijuana, Mexico, for this team called Tecos. And so I was just playing around, wasn't taking it too serious. And then he pulled me to the side. He's like, "Hey, in the spring of 2018, we're gonna have we're gonna have a season going on. Do you want to join the team?" I was like, hell yeah. My love for the game came right on back, and I actually played down there, and I was the starting corner, actually. So I didn't give up a single touchdown. I get this nickname from everyone around me that I'm the all TJ corner. That was that's a nice little ring to it, I think. And so that's just where my love for the game just like grew even more from then, because I finally had an opportunity to play, and I got to actually get some meaningful game time, and it really just made everything so much better in my life. I don't currently play anymore though. I'm just a fan now, like the rest of y'all. I'm just a casual fan who really enjoys the game as well, and just really likes being close to the game if I can. I actually worked for SDSU, San Diego State. I worked for their football team as an equipment manager, and that was pretty cool. That was the closest I ever got into like D1, I would say. But that's just a little bit about myself, and why, where I'm at in that sense and why I really love the game. Um, I'm a huge Broncos fan, by the way, y'all. So I try to keep it as unbiased as I possibly can when it comes to this. But I love sports. I love talking about it. It's just, and that's why we started this podcast. Noah had the same kind of mind as me. He's a big sports guy himself. He's on the other side of it. He's more the basketball guy. I'm the football guy. But we put our brains together and thought of this podcast. So I really hope you guys are really enjoying these. But without further ado, no, y'all, let's actually get into the sports world of this week. February came and went though, y'all. And as March approaches, we have some major events coming up. We got the NFL Combine coming up on Thursday. That's running through Friday. We also have the NBA playoffs creeping up on us as well. We also have like free agency in the NFL. And just a lot of so much more, y'all. So much more stuff going on. But before we get into my first topic, which is going to be about this team that has sprung into action this year, I have some breaking news that 4-time Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski is considering to unretire, and he could potentially land in Denver. And this is according to the NFL insider Cecil Lammey. Now, when I heard this, my first thought is, why is he unretiring? Why is he unretiring? This man, he looked like he was having a ball, actually. He played. So Rob Gronkowski played 11 years in the NFL, primarily for the New England Patriots. His last stint was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, where he won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. And, that's Tom Brady's favorite target, y'all. That was one of his favorite targets. Him, Julian Edelman, all those guys were some of Tom's favorite targets. And him wanting to come out of retirement, it excites me a little bit. And Denver being the potential spot, it'd be huge, huge for Bo Nix's development as he tries to rise to become a superstar himself. I think I really enjoy this. I'm excited to hear this. There's not much info out like to how true this information is or anything of that nature. We don't know how aggressive he really is. I think there was reports out that he has been working out, and he's still staying in shape. So I'm excited for this. This is definitely something that I want to see. I think a lot of other people might disagree, just because he doesn't have much to prove really. He was one of the top tight ends in the NFL, in NFL history. I actually like him. When you think of tight end, you think of Antonio Gates. You think of Travis Kelce, Tony Gonzalez. You think about these guys, and you think about Rob Gronkowski as well, and Jimmy Graham too. Let's not forget about him as well.
Thank you.
Of course, maybe he might need more money, but I don't know. I think he's a Fox analyst. Am I right? No, isn't he doesn't he work for Fox or anything like that? Yeah, he works at Fox. He works. You see him on the Pat McAfee show. He appears on college football, insiders and stuff like that. He's around the town, but I'm still just more curious of why, did his love for the game come back? But maybe, but honestly, maybe. Simply, maybe we shouldn't overthink this, y'all. It's probably just simply because he's just bored. If you guys know, he's known as Gronk. If you guys know his personality, this guy was a wild card. He did a lot of crazy things. Always doing crazy things. You would see him on he showed up on WWE, hasn't he, a couple times? And I think I've proved. Correct me if I'm wrong, no, but I think he got put through a table actually or something. So in the WWE, I could be wrong though. We'll see if that's true or not. But regardless, he's a crazy man, and his life after football has been nothing short of crazy. So I'm just hoping something is worked out. He probably doesn't need too much money. Like I said, he doesn't got much to prove, y'all. He's a 4-time Super Bowl champion. He's one of the greatest to ever play. So I mean, he's not, mind you, he's not that old either, y'all. No, how old is Rob? Is he in his 30s? He's 35. He's 35, y'all. Um,
Still pretty young.
that's still pretty young for a tight end. I know he's been battling a lot of injuries in his career too. He's 35.
Yeah, 35.
Okay, yeah, he's 35. He's been battling a lot of injuries in his career, and maybe he just feels healthier. Maybe, I'm excited. Like I said, this is some great news for any Broncos fans. I've been saying we need a tight end. We've been needing someone. Like I said, he is on the older side. He's probably not what we actually want in terms of like we want a gadget guy that, like I mentioned last episode, or honestly the last 2 episodes I've been mentioning about that. But, who knows, is Tom Brady's favorite target going to end in Denver? Let me know what you guys think. Do you think he should? I guess the Chiefs probably could get him and pair him with Travis Kelce. That would probably be kind of a horror fest. But let me know what you guys think. Should he even come out of retirement? Should he just keep the cleats hung up? Should he go to Denver? Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, it's still developing, so there's not much I can go off of right now. But I'm super excited. I'm hoping by next week I can break the news to y'all that he's in Denver. So now that I got all that out of the way, let's get to other pressing matters at hand, actually, y'all. Our first order of business, though, and this is crazy. I don't think I'll ever in my lifetime talk about this team, because I think the last time this team actually won something, I was in diapers. Probably. What was I, like 4 maybe? When this team? Let me tell you who it is. We're talking about the Detroit Pistons. Now, when was the last time the Detroit Pistons did anything significant? Can you tell me? 2004, y'all. Some of us probably weren't even born yet.
They did go to the playoffs in 2018, though, with Blake Griffin.
Okay, yeah, they did go to the playoffs with Blake Griffin in 2018, but they got swept. So, they didn't win. they made it, but they still haven't done anything significant. But, enough of like trying to trash them. Let's give JB Bickerstaff, Cade Cunningham, and the Detroit Pistons their flowers, y'all. Last year, they lost 20 games in a row. 20 games. They were the laughing stock of the league. You had players like Kyle Kuzma. What do you say, Noah? He was like, what? He's like, at this point, don't be that team. Or something along those lines. Something along those lines, y'all. Mind you, he played for the Wizards, and it's like, they're not any better. But, Noah, did they have the worst? They have a worse record than the Pistons, or you
ended up being just as bad. Yeah.
Just as bad, yeah. So that didn't work out in his favor. But like I said, they lost 20 games last year. This franchise, like we just mentioned, in 2004 was the last time they won a championship. I think leading up to then, they just been nothing but a losing franchise, losing games left and fucking right. This year though, y'all. They're on a 7, dating back to last night, when they beat the Clippers, they're on a 7-game winning streak. That is their longest winning streak in over a decade. The last time they won more than that, it was, 2014, 2015. I was a freshman in high school, So, again, they were the laughing stock. Wingstop had coupons. If the Pistons, what was it? What was it, Noah? If the Pistons won a game or something?
1 game, free 5-piece.
Free 5-piece for all the fans or any customers if the Pistons won a game, So
it was that rare.
It was that rare, y'all. That was a rare occasion. The coaching change though, from Monty Williams to JB Bickerstaff actually helped this team out tremendously, y'all. It helped them out tremendously. Monty Williams, no, didn't he played for? Oh no, he didn't play. He coached the Phoenix Suns, didn't he? So it was, y'all, it surprised me seeing Monty Williams just, obviously the roster he had with the Suns as opposed to the roster he had with the Pistons last year. It was night and day, y'all. Night and day. And just seeing him struggle Because then I think he took the Suns to, he's the coach that took the Suns to the finals, right? Yeah, so it's like seeing that flip was just insane to me. But again, it probably was just because of the roster. Cade Cunningham was injured as well last year, and again, like that roster just sucked, y'all. But just JB Bickerstaff though, he's coached in the league for around 20 years. His first in a stint as a head coach came in 2020 with the Cleveland Cavs. And now he's, like I said, he's leading the Detroit Pistons to the first playoff berth since Blake Griffin. So, we'll see where they go with that. Are they contenders? I think it's still prematurely to tell. Too premature to actually go in and actually say something like that. But Cade Cunningham, he's playing phenomenal. He has, what is it? He's averaging 25, 6 and 9. He is their facilitator, y'all, and he's really come on strong. Like last night, he had 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. That's amazing. That is amazing. But the real question is, can they beat the Celtics in a 7-game series? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not now, at least. But the future is pretty bright for this team, I would say. Like I said, they're riding this 7-game winning streak and are most certainly peaking. They're peaking at the right time. At the right time, y'all. They're sitting at 32 and 26, which by the way, let's put this in perspective, okay? They surpassed their win total, not of just last year, but they surpassed their win total from the years of 2022 to 2024, where they only won 31 games. Again, are they contenders right now? It's too premature to say. Let me know what you guys think, though. Where will they go from here? How far could they climb to get to the finals? Could we see them winning a series this year? I put up a poll yesterday actually saying, asking, are they the dark horse of the East? And majority of you guys do believe they are the dark horse. I even had someone swipe up and actually say that they believe, right where they stand right now, they'll be playing the Knicks in a 7-game series, that they could probably take the Knicks in a 7-game series. But let me know what you guys think about that. Detroit fans have had so much patience for the last 20 plus years, probably. Yeah, 20 plus years with both their NFL team, their NBA team. We can talk about the MLB team. I think their MLB team had over 100 losses the last couple of years, so they're not doing too well themselves. But both of their major sports teams, they're risen to the occasion, it seems, Like both the Pistons and the Lions, that is. Like the Motor City, I know they want to see another historic franchise, make the playoffs and just imbue that winning mentality, Because it's been a while. It's really been a while. Like the Lions are peaking right now. They just won 15 games last year, and now with the Pistons, they were a bottom 5 team, constantly having to get the top 5, top 3, number 1 overall pick for both teams. That city of Detroit, they are known for their sports to have the first winless season in the NFL with the Detroit Lions going 0-16. Shout out to Dan Orlovsky for that. And also having the longest losing streak in NBA history. That's a lot of losing, y'all. That's too much. That's too much losing. My head will explode. I can't deal. That's too much. That's too much for me. But Detroit fans are, they're loyal, and they have so much patience for their franchises, their respective franchises, that they have really big names coming out of that city. So it's just like, where will they go from here? Again, let me know what you guys think down below. And just speaking of draft picks and whatnot, like I said, the NFL Combine is actually coming out this week. The NFL Combine, it consists of the 40-yard dash. You got bench pressing. You got throwing routes on air, quarterback drills, all drills for like every like position as well. There's some key players though that won't be working out actually. So we have players like, and this is according to Ian Rappaport. He says that the number one overall pick, projected number one overall pick, Shador Sanders, he's not participating in any drills, and that he will only be doing like interviews and medical evaluations as well. Neither will Ashton Genty, who is the top running back in this year's draft. He won't be participating. He will be doing the same thing. Abdul Carter, the number one defensive guy, who also could be the number one overall pick. He won't be either, but that's because he's not healthy. He's not healthy. He's still nursing a shoulder injury from when they were playing Notre Dame. So, but regardless, these guys have put up a lot of tape and highlights throughout their collegiate career. So I don't necessarily see an issue here. Let me know what you guys think, though. I don't see a problem with it, especially if it's like health reasons. Like you want to keep yourself healthy and keep yourself ready for OTAs, rookie mini camps, and all that stuff. Again, though, like the combine can be very deceiving in terms of prospects, but it can also like bolster their draft stock because you'll have players like Zach Wilson, for instance. Mind you, this was on his pro day. Zach Wilson, he had an impressive pro day. Like I said, he's throwing on air only. His arm talent was phenomenal. Like he was a top pick. I believe he went. I can't remember, y'all. I think it was like third overall, second overall. Oh yes, it was second overall pick. He was a second overall pick for the New York Jets. That is, mind you, the New York Jets aren't really fond. They're not really known to develop a quarterback too well. In recent years, they haven't been able to do it. So you can't take these numbers and expect some of these guys to actually perform. Yeah, the numbers will look flashy, they'll look nice, but you never know what you're gonna get out of them. Like, are they actually a coachable guy? You can't really get that at the combine. You're just putting numbers to a face at that point. But when it comes to the combine, usually guys who are kind of locked into that top pick usually won't participate just because they know they can't really rise any higher. It's more so will be negative if they do and they perform poorly, and then their draft stock will probably plummet. We don't need that. They don't need that, at least. So, and then we got Travis Hunter, the Heisman winner, y'all. Travis Hunter. I think he got invited. No, can you double check for me? I think he got invited to the combine as a cornerback, but I think he also will be participating in wide receiver drills as well. I'm trying to figure out if that's the case, but while we figure that out, I know a lot of different teams, like the top 3 teams that are looking at him. I believe the Titans and their GM and Brian Callahan, they all view him as a corner. So that's what they want. They want to take him in as a corner. But when it comes to the Browns, they view him as a unicorn guy, and they want to be able to they want to use him at receiver. And this is the first time in a while we've seen a player like Travis Hunter. This is the first time in a while, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he will do come the combine. What day do the corners / receivers go into? Let's see, the combine schedule. I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. But regardless, guys like him, he's looking to play both sides of the ball. You don't see that too often in the NFL. That's definitely like a difficult thing to accomplish. But with this combine coming up, we can see more of that raw talent that Travis Hunter has. I think he might, he's a fast guy. He could, with this 40-yard dash coming up too. I think Xavier Worthy, he holds the record right now for the 40-yard dash. I think it's like 4.22, something around like those lines, y'all. With Travis Hunter, I think he has a shot to break it. Like, I think he has a shot. He has a shot to definitely be able to break that record, y'all. But what do you guys make of this? Like, players like Shador and Ashton Genty, being able to just sit out basically this combine. I think they still have their pro days they can do, but what do you guys think? Should these highly touted prospects participate in the combine? Is there anyone else you guys are excited to see? Let me know down in the comments below. Kirkland water, y'all. That's some good water right there. Sponsor me, Kirkland. But let's get into our next order of business, y'all. Let's talk about them LA Lakers. The Lakers have gotten off to a hot start, y'all. After the All-Star break, their trio of LeBron, Luka, Austin Reeves, they've had an impressive week, to say the least. Overall, though, the Lakers have had a wild year. J.J. Redick's first year as a coach, trading away D'Angelo Russell to get Dorian Finney-Smith, a veteran 3-and-D guy, trading away Anthony Davis for Luka fucking Doncic. Luka, which is the biggest trade in recent histories, as I mentioned last. I think I'm pretty sure I mentioned that last episode, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. They're trading away their favorite fan favorite rookie in Dalton Connect for an up and coming center in Mark Williams, who averaged 16, 10, and a block on the year. That's some pretty impressive numbers.
That would have been a good pickup, man.
That would have been a pretty good pickup if he didn't fail his physical, which insane to me. Well, that's what happened, right? He failed his physical.
Yeah.
So he just wasn't healthy.
The Lakers just didn't see. They saw something on his physical report that they didn't like for the long term.
You know what's crazy, y'all? They actually played, too. So, literally, once the All-Star break ended, the Lakers, the first team after the All-Star break was the Hornets. And let me just say, that must have been a very awkward just game, for both. Obviously, Dalton Connect, I think they were panning. They panned over to him a couple of times. He just didn't look like he was having a good time. Remember, right? He didn't look like he was having he just looked kind of like clocked out, y'all. Like he just, I don't know, and it's warranted because you just got traded away, and then you got sent back, and it's kind of like, oh, you guys just don't want me or something like that. They don't fuck with him, and it's like it had to be awkward for him, and it definitely had to be awkward for Mark Williams because his potential teammate would have been LeBron James. Now, granted, the Hornets won that game, but did you guys see that Mark Williams got put on a damn poster? Insane. LeBron James put him on a poster. He was a victim. That man is a victim. But as we get into it, so it's been a crazy year for the Lakers. Luka and LeBron and AR have looked tremendous together so far. Obviously, in the beginning, though, Luka, he was struggling a little bit, but he's coming from probably one of the biggest shockers of his life. So, his mental and just knowing the reason why the Mavs traded him, it probably is just messing with him, y'all. So it would mess with me. They're basically fat shaming him, calling him that he wasn't physical. He wasn't physical enough, or he didn't have his physical body just wasn't what it was. I think they said he put on 30 plus pounds or something. He was overweight and stuff like that, and it's 270. And he took that personally. Personally, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now, Luka loved Dallas, and Dallas loved Luka. So I think with his slow start, though, I think the Laker fans should probably give him a pass for like I said, for struggling so far. But just recently, he dropped 32 points on Jokic in the Denver Nuggets, where they blew them out by 23. He had 32 points. He had 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals. So it's looking like he got his groove back a little bit. Not to mention the next day after losing to the Hornets, LeBron James dropped 40 points. This old man dropped 40 points. 40 for 40. That's Noah, can you check how many 40-point games does LeBron James have as a 40-year-old man? Because that is actually insane to me. I seen a stat or something like I think he has way more than what MJ had. So, but back to Luca. Like I said, it looks like he's getting his groove back, and just in time because later tonight he's taking on his former team, the Dallas Mavs. He had two.
You got
Two 40-point games as a 40-year-old man.
He
What?
turned 40 like 2 months ago.
This is 2 months ago, y'all. He turned 40. So, like seeing his longevity, and like I said, for our football folks, you can put LeBron James up there next to Tom Brady because both of those guys played well over in their 40s. So it's like it's insane to me just seeing what he can do at 40, and who knows where I'll be at 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not dropping 40 on anybody. Maybe Noah I could do it at 40. Maybe we'll see how that goes. I'll let you guys in on that once I figure that out. But the Lakers, man, they're scary in the West. They are very scary in the West. Like I said, LeBron and company are making a strong case. They're holding on to that 4th seed right now, as LeBron is trying to make his run for his 5th ring. Again, they play the Mavs tonight, and I know Luka is angry. He's going to play with anger, y'all. He's going to have fire under him. Is it in Dallas?
I don't know, actually.
If it's in Dallas, we're in for a treat, y'all. If it's in Dallas, Luka's going to send a message.
It's Lakers.
It's in LA? Okay. It's in LA still. I think Luka's he's playing his former team, so this is going to be an interesting situation.
You already know Nico Harrison's going to be looking at him too.
Yeah, I hope Nico, like I know the Mavs GM, I hope obviously he's safe while he's there because like I mentioned last time, they had to bolster security because Mav fans like they hate him. They're putting him on a stake, y'all. But I expect Luka. I expect Luka to have an amazing game tonight. Like I said, he's gonna play with fire under him. He's gonna, him and LeBron. I don't. They might drop 40 again, both of them. But let me know what you guys think. It's coming to the end of LeBron's career, so this situation is very interesting. And Luka is just getting started, and is expected to be the future of the Lakers. So just let me know what you guys think about these LA Lakers. Is this their year? Will Luka take over the reins of the Lakers once it's all said and done for LeBron? How many years does LeBron got, y'all? Like, let's think about that. How many years he got? I think he reported he has 2-3 years left in him, right? Like something around those lines. But who knows? It's an 82-game season, y'all. That's a lot of game. That's a lot of game to play. But let me know what you guys think about them Lakers. All of this aside, though, let's swing it on back to the NFL real quick. We got a quick little update that Netflix is looking to take over the NFL world once again, y'all. So they're reportedly trying to buy like the Sunday package, and basically, what is it? They want to go bigger. And they want to buy the purchasing rights of either CBS or Fox. And when I heard this, I'm like, damn. Netflix don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop because they host almost every major sports now too. What is it? They got Raw. I think they got Raw, WWE Raw on Netflix right now. They got they put fights up there. They've streamed a couple NFL games.
Live streaming in general.
Yeah, it's like the live stream. It's insane to me. They streamed a couple the Christmas games the last 2 years. Last year, this year. For the next 2 years, they're going to be streaming the Christmas games as well. But I'm thinking, are they going to spike the price? Already went up already, so I think I pay like $18 for Netflix. I use Netflix for what is it? I watch anime, y'all, so I really enjoy anime. But I use it for watching TV or watching like shows and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about not being able to turn on my TV to CBS or Fox, and the nostalgia that's behind those two historic companies, CBS and Fox. That is like I don't personally like it. They're looking to have like their own NFL red zone in a sense too, because Scott Hansen is unlikely to return as the NFL red zone spokesperson. Now this would be like in the near future or something along those lines. There's, like I said, there's no further details out about that. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this just because I really enjoy CBS and Fox and Fox Sports, and I love listening to the commentary that comes with that as well, because the CBS commentating crew and the Fox commentating crew, they're both amazing. You have folks like Tony Romo over there, and they all do amazing. They do an amazing job. And when I was watching the Netflix special for the Christmas games, I don't know, it just seems like money grabbing to me. That's what it seems like to me. And and like I said, they could possibly spike up the prices. They might have like a whole separate thing where you have to pay a certain amount. I don't know where they'll go with this, but I'm hoping it's nothing too rigorous or anything like that.
You know what it is too, and I know that the mic can't hear me, but the problem is that Netflix, you have to have a subscription in order to access the live stream. Whereas on cable television, you don't need to pay anything more than cable. So like the national stuff, like you can just watch that.
Yeah.
On Netflix, you also have to pay, and you get commercials through the live stream, because that's how they make their money, and that's how they, are able to pay for the big deal that they want to pay for with the NFL. So keep that in mind too.
Yeah, no, that's a good point to keep that. That is.
They can hear me, so you have to.
No, that's a good point that Noah brought up, y'all. It's basically, and what he basically was saying was the NFL or just overall regular cable, y'all. You don't need to actually pay for for a regular cable. Like if you just have like like the antenna, like the national, like those games, like CBS and all that stuff. Like you don't need to pay for that. Like that's just there to your disposal. And Netflix, now you have to, there's a paywall behind it. You have to pay up to get a subscription. And then plus you're going to get commercials and stuff so they can make money back themselves. And it's like, it's a tough situation. It's a tough thing to think about moving forward, knowing that the NFL might go this route. With them going this route, the NBA could go this route. With the NHL, MLB, like all these major sports networks and stuff like that are probably going to move over to as well. And it's just like a domino effect, because if one thing does it, everyone wants to go on to that. So
it's a bigger conversation with like the convenience of streaming and stuff, mainly. So
yeah, it is a convenience for sure for like streaming and stuff like that and all that. But I don't know. It's just we're gonna see where this takes us, y'all. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think Netflix should purchase the NFL rights on Sundays? Would you be willing to pay a little bit more for this subscription? Just let me know what you guys think. And for some like more, we have some more changes going on around the NFL as well, y'all. So if you guys don't remember, the NFL changed their kickoff rule with the dynamic kick, which is probably to promote, player safety and stuff like that. But it's also probably to make the game a little bit more exciting, because I think kickoffs are they're a big part of the game. And this year alone, what does it say? It says we seen there are 332 more kickoff returns this year than in 2023. And put that in a percentage wise, like what was it, 22% of kickoffs were returned in 23. This year, we've seen about 33% return this year. That's not like a huge margin, not a huge jump, but it made things better. It made things better. And when it comes to the kickoff rules, according to Rich McKay, he said they're looking to change the kickoff rules altogether again. The touchback being to the 35-yard line. And again, this is really just promotes player safety. And honestly, I enjoy the kickoff. I grew up watching Devin Hester. You know, he was a really amazing returner. I was watching guys like Percy Harvin, return kickoffs as well. Like they like that. That's a special. I think that holds a special place in my heart in a sense because, like I said, I think it's a huge part of the game, and I really enjoy it. But let me know what you guys think. How did you guys think the dynamic kickoff fared this year? Like, were you guys excited about it? Did you guys want to see more change possibly? Do you want to probably revert back to the old kickoff rules? Which the old kickoff rules were pretty good too, but the stats don't lie. We're seeing a little bit more kickoff returns this year. So, but just let me know what you guys think. And with all that being said, we got a huge game tonight, y'all. We got the Lakers playing the Mavs, Luka playing his former team. Hope you guys tune into that. We got the NFL Combine coming up this weekend as well. Make sure you guys tune in to see the likes of Travis Hunter and many other superstars in the collegiate world, bolster their draft stock. But with all that being said, y'all, I thank you guys all for tuning in. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for tuning in.